for me. My content ain't for everybody. God damn it. Don't come over here disturbing your own goddamn peace. Watch me, watch me. It's the train of thought for me. Hello. You know, my content is not for everyone. No, it's the train of thought for me. And that's okay. To the genuine ones, I truly hope that you continue to find peace within regards to who gave up on you or overlooked you during your journey. My content is not for everyone. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process, and I say that respectfully. No, it's a train of thought for me. Listen, neighbor, 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 neighbor. Never allow someone to project fear in you, good day, bad day, and misunderstand that even when they gotta hide behind their hands or spell work and attacks a way to try to project on you, but that return back to sender that actually works. They will never understand how you truly elevate. And hold on one second. You wasn't misunderstood because God will truly bring you balance when it came to common sense, acknowledge yourself, to understand your worth when it came to your creativity, going within. They would never understand that. Hold on one second. God gave you a blueprint for all the right reasons. It wasn't a rejection. It was truly a protection, truly elevate regardless of the pain that you endured that day. They had to project spell work in a toxic way, but God never removed her hand off that well that day. They try to energy harvest off your energy, couldn't give you the respect that was credit was due, that hold on one second, but God still never overlooked you. How they try to, no, they did. They hacked your devices. Not one lie was told when you was keeping it real, being your authentic self, because they looked at you like competition. Only realized it was one-sided when it came to their low IQ score, because they had self-esteem issues when it comes to, hold on one second, they forgot to love themselves. Energy harvesting, destiny swiping, projecting spell in a toxic way when you wasn't trying to catch your case. How they try to paint you out to be the villain of their story, try to blackmail you right to left, because they wanted your destiny. But God said they can't take your blueprint that I endure within you. When you wasn't trying to project pain, you knew how to respect your neighbor. They would never understand it, even exchange when they try to antagonize you that day, try to get you out of character. The energy is different. You got confidence for all the right reasons. You wasn't doing it for likes and views or on cloud chasing. How would digest the system damn sure ain't the same, because God was still showing you still motivation at the end of the day. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Always be yourself with noblest intentions. Healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. I am Naya, and you'll love respect, and my content is not for everybody. No, it's a train of thought for me. What the hell is wrong with people? I was minding my business, what minding my business, entertainment purposes only. No, for real, it's a train of thought for me. What the fuck is wrong with people? You ever had someone reach out to you within reaching out to you and you accidentally answer the motherfucking phone, or you accidentally bump into somebody in the street or whatever the case may be? It wasn't your fucking intentions. I say that respectfully. It wasn't. You got over the motherfucker. You truly over them. For real, bro. You over them. It's done. It's over. I'm done. I moved on. I love myself. I love myself. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. And I damn sure don't worship the devil. You ever had a motherfucker approach you and tell you that you broke their heart? Wait, motherfucker, what the fuck you mean? This is kind of interesting. This shit supposed to be in the motherfucking books at the end of the day. And I say this shit respectfully. Because how the fuck does that add up at the end of the day? Motherfucker, you even know how to show up for a relationship. Hello, you was projecting lust. You was playing with spoken and talking away. Bitch, you wasn't even in the relationship, remember? It's really straight over me. How motherfuckers be so miserable when they realize they lost a good thing. I realize... Nobody give a fuck about your lies today, bitch. Have a nice fucking day. No, can you hear me out? No, fuck you. Remember when I was trying to explain myself to you? When I was trying to overly, involve myself with you when you didn't understand my love language at the end of the day? Now you're doing too much today. No, when the shoe's on the other foot, fuck you. Remember? Hello? No, it's really the trade though for me. How we used to talk to somebody, whatever the case may be, it wasn't real love. No, only you realize you're keeping them real with yourself today. That self-love feels different. I love myself. I love myself. Hello. No, it's really straight though for me. How you was able to show up for somebody, being loyal, respectful. You ain't have to play with spoken and talk to their time and day. Catering to them and shit. And, only for them to realize everything that they endured in their childhood and went into their adulthood and shit, you didn't disrespect them for that shit because you had an upbringing too and you still dealing with shit. Like, you never had to throw in their face and shit like, listen, because I'm going through this is why I can't love you. Because I'm going through this is why I can't respect you. But hold on, motherfucker, you got too much fucking excuses. Hello? I don't understand what's wrong with folks at the end of the day. I gotta go. Because now it's like, okay, now you mentally disturbing your own peace because you can't figure out your own train of thought, what you just lost. It really been a train of thought for me. How a motherfucker realized, like, damn, you had to wait for someone to endure common sense into you when you went to third party conversation and laughing about somebody that was loving you right the first time around. Hold on 1 second. Someone truly actually acknowledge your dumb ass. And only you realize you came across this one particular person out of your whole life journey. They told you one dumb motherfucker. How you lose that? How? Damn, what they at? What's their number? It's a train of thought for me. You looking at them like they crazy. I told your heads. Not that one. They don't want you either. No, it's the train of thought for me. How a motherfucker would realize in the day, they in their feelings when they was never in their feelings in the beginning. Now they realize in the day, damn, I actually lost somebody, and that could have been my dream person. Could have. What the fuck? It's really the thought process me. Like, why you sit there and waste someone's time and day to mislead them with game? I don't understand that shit. And then you want to talk about someone broke your motherfucking heart or whatever case may be. Listen, I don't know what the fuck wrong with people at the end of the day, but I just feel like this. You broke your own fucking heart, and at the end of the day, I don't gotta deal with a motherfucking headache. We even have a fucking good day. It's the train of thought me. What the fuck is wrong with people? My content is not for everybody. And same purposes only. Love is real, love is one of a kind, that unconditional love. That self-love looks different when it came to balance that day. You thought you lost you, only to realize you still had potential. You was their issue when they put you in competition. They project the spoke in a toxic way. You were supposed to be bent out of shape, but God truly showed you guidance when it came to better days ahead. They would never understand that you ain't have to have ill intentions because you wanted everybody to elevate. You understood rotation. I ain't lose me. Thank you, God, for giving me the confidence, believe in me. That energy is different when it came to self-control. I understood discipline to understand to better myself when it came to my mental health. I almost lost me in that last chapter. I understood what I overcame. Certain folks will never understand my love language, understand the even exchange, a change, and growth. I love myself, I love myself. The energy is different. I love me to choose me. And the right people that's truly for me ain't gonna overlook me. You know, when your dreams become your reality, they will never understand that you understood the even exchange when you looked in the mirror that day. God truly had a better plan. When you didn't worship the devil, you wasn't out here hacking folks' devices, playing with spoke in a toxic way. You wasn't out here energy harvesting on folks' energy. You wasn't trying to destiny swipe with folks because you had your own blueprint when it came to being your authentic self. Maintaining a smile, they would never understand your existence, how miracles truly do happen. Wow. Miracles. What's that? Patience, time, and day. You understood that receiver that day. God said choose you, not to overlook you. I'm by your side. You went within. It was never competition when it came to loving yourself. You know how it feels to overflow the wrong person's cup. You almost got discouraged because someone didn't see your point of view. But losing yourself another day, that wasn't within you. You got lost in words, but you didn't hurt yourself with words of the day because God was really leading you your faith. Healing certain childhood trauma. It went into your adulthood. Not one lie was told how you stand before yourself today. That you mad and you're worthy. Loving yourself, to better yourself, never dim your light. Her dream come true, who would have knew? You choosing you, God showed you obstacles which you overcame. That prayer actually became an existence. You didn't understand it. Hold on 1 second. Practice makes perfect. The energy is different. I wasn't doing it for likes and views or on cloud chasing. They would never understand that hope is real. Acknowledging yourself to keep it real. Believing in your faith, who would have known how you stand before yourself today. Being real with you. Regardless to who gave up on you, overlooked you during your journey. The right people would never overlook you, regardless of your journey. They would never look at you like competition. That energy is different. And especially when folks is not truly for you at the end of the day, you just want them to stay in their lane. Regardless of whatever projection they trying to project on you when it comes to blackmailing to get you put in the mindset of being your own worst enemy. When God is truly protecting you, they would never understand how you stand before yourself today. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Loving yourself is not a crime. Everybody expresses themselves differently. They would never understand your time. And especially when you got ill intentions towards your neighbor to take them out their free will, we all don't operate the same, projecting pain. I know how to respect my neighbor, even days when I couldn't see. We are not the same. That energy is different. I ain't gotta hack your devices to be real. I ain't gotta play with spoken in a toxic way to make you mentally ill. I ain't gotta gather up a whole community to go up against you because of the fact that you truly still got potential to become your best self vision of yourself. I hope you see that one day to go within. The energy is different when I wasn't trying to make you mentally ill. But you looked at me like competition. Try to shortchange me when it came to my vision. Projected spell work in a toxic way. I was supposed to be my own worst sinning, but God sent out the day. The energy is different. Always be yourself with no malicious intention when someone tries to project fear in you. When you're in your own lane, you just knew how to respect your neighbor, not to project pain. I didn't want to fit in, but I just knew how to respect my neighbor. The energy is different when God fixed your crown. Maintaining your smile, they would never understand what you overcame. You had good days and bad days. You understood those tears when it actually fell that day. But God actually picked you up to restore you for all the right reasons. It wasn't a rejection, it was truly a protection. They would never understand our digestive system damn sure ain't the same. I'm far from a hater. I ain't gotta do it for likes and views. Never was about that mindset, being a clout chaser. Because healing, trauma, and pain is not a race overnight process. When you mentally say at the end of the day, I'm willing to heal. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater, what about you? Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater, what about you? When God closed certain doors in your life, it was to protect your heart when it came to your mental health. They would never understand that your past living your reality today. You wasn't running from it, the energy is different. They would never understand that, hold on one second. God allowed me to see my vision while I stand before myself today. I wasn't doing it for likes and views when I said the word God. I understood when they played with spoken in a toxic way, I was supposed to be robbed. I was supposed to be robbed of my mental health. I was supposed to be robbed of my pockets. I was supposed to be robbed of my identity, but I was never having a crisis. I had folks ganging up on me from different area codes and different dimensions. Hold on one second. Or because I had potential to understand it better myself when it came to my mental health. I ain't have to run game to expect my neighbor. I ain't have to shortchange you at the end of the day because I understood I had potential. Understanding confidence, I disturbed your peace because I know how to be my authentic self. That energy is different when you keep it real. I said one day I'm going to get better with this. Practice makes perfect. They will never understand your reality, how God works miracles. I never looked at my neighbor like competition. I never had to disrespect you at the end of the day. It didn't matter your culture, your religion, or your sexual orientation, let alone your disability. But it's kind of funny how dudes and chicks would size you up. The psych get you free when it comes to your conscience because you got a different type of flow within you when it comes to God existence. They said that you're not a lesbo. Hold on one second, you don't know me. Because if you knew me, you actually respect me. The energy is different. You could talk about me like a bad habit. Because the right people at the end of the day, truly for me, ain't going to project pain. They actually going to respect me, have to overlook me. It's going to be an even exchange with no malicious intentions. The energy is different. We don't operate out of jealousy or envy. Keeping it real, hold on one second. Who would have knew? God was sending the right people into your life, not to mislead you. Always be your authentic self. They said that you're whack, can you corny, you ain't nobody. Hold on one second, neighbor, confidence looks good on you. It's the strength. It was potential. It was a dream come true, finding hope. Who would have knew? You choosing you not to overlook you. I wasn't trying to fit in at the end of the day with the cool kids. That energy is different. Because I wasn't trying to psych my neighbor out their free will. Because they was mentally unstable. Having good days, bad days, misunderstanding days. Never looked at my neighbor like competition. Wasn't giving a fuck about your pockets. The end of the day, I hope you're okay mentally, though. That energy is different. We all don't operate the same. I know how to respect my neighbor, not to hack their devices. Because I don't look at my neighbor like competition. We all not the same. Folks be beefing with themselves because someone truly got potential. Nobody wanted your spot when God is in somebody's life. You know that child of God, the real chosen one. At the end of the day, that energy is different when it comes to someone's vision. Yeah, your dreams can truly come true loving you. Folks ain't going to root you on because it's you. But the right people would never overlook you. To disrespect you, to discourage you. They want you to become your best self vision of yourself. Because they know how it feels for folks to overlook them. That energy is different when keeping the real goes right. That energy is different because God was treating you right. God was showing you better days ahead. They would never understand how you were truly protected by the devil, let on the enemy that day. When they project spell work on you in a toxic way, how it took a whole community to go up against you because you truly had potential. The gang stalking was real, and never, not one time did you lie because you was truly keeping it real. They told you need to shut the fuck up at the end of the day, but hold on 1 second. God didn't make a mistake when God adored that strength within you to bring you balance when it came to common sense. So hold on 1 second. That spell work went right back to sender. You'd be so surprised what these folks look like. Not one lie was told. You didn't have to do nothing for folks to have this mindset of not seeing you with potential. They wanted to strip everything from you. Or because God was truly showing you a miracle. You know how it feels to be homeless. You wasn't doing it for likes and views, even when the bitch was in the background talking so much shit. When she fell flat on her ass at the end of the day. You still knew how to respect your neighbor. Folks be swinging you talking about them like a bad habit when you wasn't trying to catch a case. That's what folks do at the end of the day. When you becoming your best self version of yourself. Not one lie was told when you was keeping the real to go within. Remember you said that day? One day I'm gonna become my best self version of myself. Remember what you said that day? I just want to get better mentally. I want to become my best self version of myself. Remember what you said that day? When you looked in the mirror and you was keeping it real, or let alone having a conversation with somebody that was trying to shortchange you when it came to your life expansion? I'm just trying to get myself together. That's all I'm trying to do. I just want to love me to better me. You ain't got to understand my vision to understand my reality. But I know that God is by my side. That's why I stand before myself today. Folks will never understand how I'm truly protected, even when they put a pistol right in front of my face. The energy is different. I don't mean no disrespect, but goddamn, how dudes be going against a chick because she know how to operate out of respecting her neighbor. With no disrespect, how the disrespect be loud until it's their household, and they be wanting to get wild. How this type of stuff actually happens. Folks be like they got common sense, but hold on 1 second, they forgot to go within when it comes to their vocabulary to actually make sense. It should never have to wait until it's your household for you to realize that shit ain't right. To go up against your neighbor at the end of the day because they got potential and you truly a hater. How chicks be trying to size you up. You ain't even gotta know them from different area codes. Or because you got confidence. They got self-esteem problems. You can have a pimple on your face at the end of the day. And they like, damn, you wear that shit real well. But when I wear it, I feel like I got self-esteem problems. I don't know if I'm coming or going. What the fuck? How this type of stuff is real when you keep it real. Being your authentic self bothers folks trained to throw when it comes to their mental health, but they sit there and call you slow, stupid, and retarded, but then paint you out to feel like you're supposed to catch a case because of the fact they got controlling issues and they would never take account for their actions. Hiding behind spell work in a toxic way. Try to make you feel like you're supposed to be bent out of shape because you had self-control when they try to antagonize you that day, but God never removed his hand and her hands off of you. The energy is different how you stand before yourself today. It didn't have to get physical. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm not your genuine love, respect. Always be yourself and never allow someone to project fear in you, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Loving yourself is not a crime. Creativity. Loving yourself to better yourself. Never dim. Yeah, let your dreams come true. Hold on 1 second. I wasn't trying to fit it when it came to my creativity. Nah, neighbor, far from a hater. That energy is different. It wasn't more so about being a copycat. What happened to being authentic and just staying your lane and putting respect on your neighbor's creativity? That energy is different. It was never competition. I never understand certain folks' vision. Nobody wants your spot at the end of the day. Said it loud and proud. And the energy is different because I'm wearing my crown. The energy is different when you know how to fix it. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Folks put you up in the bent. They put you in a bent out of shape predicament with your back against the wall, trying to size you up to get you jumped, psyched out your free will, all because of the fact they had hate within them. Misery loves company. They tried to disturb your peace, but it was one-sided because you understood your peace within that God brought you balance. Acknowledge yourself that you are worthy. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. Every community is not for you. It doesn't matter about your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. My content is not for everybody. And never allow someone to project fear in you because you know how to be your authentic self when you're not trying to hurt yourself or hurt anybody around you. And I say that respectfully. You can express yourself anywhere outside. You can express anywhere in your household, and it wasn't a lie. You ain't have to disrespect your neighbor. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. You understood self-control. Hold on 1 second. Everybody expresses themselves differently. Neighbor. It's a train of thought for me. Always be yourself. The first thing they want to say that you crazy, slow, stupid, and retarded. How they try to blackmail you, take a whole community, go up against one person. When you wasn't trying to hurt nobody. You didn't disrespect nobody. You didn't put your hands on nobody. People pick and choose when they want to be loud at the end of the day. People pick and choose when they want to disrespect folks at the end of the day. But then when it's you, hold on one second, nah, you can't do that. It's a train of thought for me. Always be yourself. And never allow someone to make you feel like you have to give up on you because they don't see potential in you. Just because they don't understand your potential that God endowed within you, and you don't worship the devil. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You ain't your lane. Understanding balance. Understanding knowledge that hold on one second was truly power. Understanding the hope that God endowed within you. That faith that we never understanding your existence. And you ain't have to do it for likes and views or cloud chasing. You wasn't energy harvesting or folks' energy because God saw everything at the end of the day when it came to hold on one second. Standing before yourself today. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Everybody's body is not the same. And it's kind of sad and disgusting to see that your neighbor would try to project pain to size you up to psych with your free will. Or because you have potential. Or they want to suck you at your pockets because you truly got potential. They don't want you to elevate, to become your best self vision of yourself, to take care of yourself. So they want to label you dysfunctional. How they got to project spell work, then hide their hands. And say that you emotionally unavailable. You disturbing the peace, but that was never the case. The energy is different. They even try to use this video to blackmail you. If you know how when you're a content creator, or you just know how to create the goal within when it comes to art, they say that you talking about them like a bad habit. They see you walking these streets alone. They don't see nobody protecting you. But God never shortchanged you when it came to that prayer that day. How you asked God to cover you, to protect you. That energy is different. And you ain't have to play with spoken in a toxic way to go take for tack with somebody that was trying to hurt you. My content is not for everyone. Never allow someone to make you feel like you can't be your authentic self. And you're not trying to hurt yourself or anybody around you. And I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Self-love looks different on you. Yeah, it does. It was days when you couldn't see. You didn't even understand the mirror that day. When it came to hold on one second, my dreams truly came true. I am beautiful. I am handsome. I was having insecurity problems. I didn't even know how to go within, not to hurt myself with words. Only the rest to hold on one second. Who would have knew? I didn't discourage myself another day. The mirror actually brought me balance to acknowledge myself that I am beautiful. I am handsome. I am worthy of looking in the mirror. I had pain and door within me. I still got pain. I'm still battling at the end of the day. But hold on one second. The beauty goes within. Having a heart, they would never understand your existence. That remedy that God gave you within to love yourself. Certain folks worship the devil, but you wasn't trying to hurt yourself. Everybody's remedy when it comes to God ain't the same, because I ain't got to have hate towards my neighbor to project pain. We all don't operate the same. But when you looked in the mirror that day, the child of God, the real chosen one, ain't got hidden agendas, you understood that, hold on one second. I love me. I love me. Thank you, God, for being patient with me. Thank you, God, for allowing me to see the beauty within me. Not only on the outside, but it truly shows on the inside when it comes to my character traits that, hold on one second, I didn't have to operate out of jealousy or envy or hate. Even if folks wasn't truly for me at the end of the day, I still knew how to operate to stay in my lane. I never looked at my neighbor like competition. I ain't have to hack folks' devices to make them feel like they was bent out of shape if they was coming or going. I ain't have to play with spoken in a toxic way. I ain't have to energy harvest off the next person's energy. When you endured me to be my authentic self, you gave me that clarity within me. You gave me that validation, that blueprint that nobody can take away from me. Thank you for allowing me to be authentic. Thank you allowing me to know that when I express my art, it's not for everybody. Regardless, they disrespect me out loud and see me frown. They disrespect me because of my sexual orientation. But you allowed me to see that I'm loved. by the right people that's truly for me. That ain't gotta disrespect me. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Even when they try to dig up my past, hold on 1 second. It don't live in my reality today. That energy is different. I know how to be real. It only runs like, hold on 1 second. Thank you for allowing me to be my authentic self. When they gave up on me and overlooked me during my journey. The energy is different. When you're able to look in the mirror, the beauty within, who would have knew? Allow you to feel, allow you to see. It was pain there that day. Wow. Your pain. You're still being patient with time and day. It's days that you don't even know how to show up for yourself, to better yourself. You get disturbed by your own words. Hold on 1 second, if I go in the right direction. I be feeling like folks ain't here for me. I be showing up for folks and I'm overflowing their cup and they shortchanging me. I just want to heal me to become my best self, vision myself. I almost didn't believe in God, but hold on 1 second. My neighbor allowed me to see that God was truly real. I remember that last testimony before I met my neighbor. It was things that I was going through when it came to my testimony that God truly allowed me to see that God would never left my side. Only was I came across the right people that was truly for me. I healed certain wounds that was endured within me because God brought me balance to rest. Hold on 1 second. God wasn't done with me. The energy is different. You never thought that you was better than nobody. When folks look at you like competition, we wasn't trying to hurt nobody. Looking in the mirror, hold on 1 second. That inner child within you, who would have knew? You wasn't trying to hurt nobody. They didn't see you, they didn't hear you. They overlooked you. It was a cry out for help. Who would have knew? Not only did you need a hug, you needed it from the right people that was truly for you. The ones with no ill intentions to bring you home. The ones who truly actually wasn't trying to do you wrong. The ones that wasn't trying to mislead you in the wrong direction to get you lost in your words because you were truly trying to heal. Heal that inner child was real. You still being patient with time and day to actually mentally heal. You go sit down with certain folks, they don't understand you. But who would have known? God never left you. You had to heal that child version of you. It's not an easy overnight process, but who would have known? It went into your adulthood. That childhood trauma was real. And not one lie that you told, because you wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing. Wow. God, I just want to blossom. I just don't want to hurt myself with words again. I want to be patient with time and day when it comes to this healing journey. I made some mistakes. I lost myself when it came to this journey. I showed up for folks that met me halfway. I showed up for folks that didn't overflow my cup. They didn't know how to respect me. All they did was endure pain. It wasn't an even exchange. They said they got my back, but it was fake love and fake respect at the end of the day. Folks didn't know how to keep it real. They was playing with spoken in a toxic way. They was energy harvesting off my energy. They was even trying to destiny swipe with me. They was gang stalking me, hacking my devices. I was supposed to be mentally unstable. But you showed me my potential. How I stand before myself today. Everybody's story ain't the same. What did you overcome, neighbor? When you understood your faith, that God allows you to see that day. Because you walk by faith, not by sight. Healing trauma pain is not an overnight process. Because once you remove that mask, it will allow you to feel it. Hold on 1 second. I could choose me today. I can choose me today. Because God allowed me to see another day. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. I am the original owner of Niagen. Will I respect creativity when it comes to my content, and I say that respectfully. I was never doing this for competition. I say that respectfully. My content is not for everybody, but it's for the ones who's truly for me. And I say that respectfully. I never got help when it comes to my creativity, good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day, even when folks is behind the scenes trying to blackmail me. I never had to disrespect my neighbor. All I knew how to do was respect my neighbor. For folks to have all this jealousy and hate and envy towards me. I never looked at you like competition, but you made me your issue when it came to your drama was truly one-sided. But hold on 1 second, God never removed his hands and her hands off of me because God saw everything, and I don't worship the devil. And I'm not a witch. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding, I'm not. All the lies you told about me, the math ain't adding up. I understood still how to respect my neighbor, even when I was going through my trials and tribulations when it's called this thing called life. Something that you don't understand. Stand in your lane, neighbor. My content is not for everybody, and I say that respectfully. Never allow someone to project fear in you and make you feel like you can't be your authentic self when God endorsed potential within you and you never looked at your neighbor like competition. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I don't mean no disrespect in no shape or form. Because healing trauma and pain is not a race or an overnight process. It's not. Always be yourself. You matter and you are worthy. And you are loved and respected by all the right people that is truly for you. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day with no malicious intentions. You can have a bad day, but your neighbor still respects you. You can have a good day and your neighbor will still respect you. You can have a misunderstanding and your neighbor will still respect you, but hold on one second. When they truly for you, they're not here to discourage you, kick you down, and see you frown. They want you to elevate, become your best self, vision of yourself. Even when you're down, we all not the same. I don't look at my neighbor like competition, far from a hater. We all don't operate the same. Regardless what pain was enduring with you in that day. My content is not for everyone. It's not. Peace and respect, so never stop the violence. Humanity they don't dim your light. Go you, never, don't dim your light. No, it's a train of thought for me. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Never allow someone to dim your light because, hold on one second, they having an identity crisis and they have shit to do with you. No, it's a train of thought for me. How a motherfucker would sit there and see that you got potential and you just never the issue. A motherfucker would sit there and play with spoke in a toxic way. Oh, what you hiding for? Speak out. Speak with your chest, bitch. Not your ass. No, it's what you're trying to throw for me. I never understood this shit, and I'm still trying to understand the math, and it's the mathematics behind it is still not adding up. The doctor's still trying to figure out the format to it or whatever the case may be, like who needs to be diagnosed or whatever the case may be, because the doctor's trying to figure out now too, like this is a case. No, it's the train of thought for me. You said I was fucking crazy. I just said person. No, for real. The doctor's trying to figure it out today. Like, it's about to be a new study soon. Because the doctor's trying to figure out how they project spell work on you to make you mentally imbalanced. They project the spell work on you to paint you out to be the villain they story. Come here. All right, Doc, what happened? Let's go for lunch. Wait, what you gonna put in my food? Nothing, fool. Oh, okay. No, it's a train thought for me. The doctor's trying to figure out your train thought. The doctor's got to send your ass to the doctor, to the other doctor, so you can get a test to make sure, are you okay? No, it's a train thought me. What the fuck is wrong with people? How you send spell work to somebody for them to be mentally unstable or whatever the case may be, and then your energy harvest off their energy, and then you try to destiny swipe with them, but it was an epic failure, and then you get mad because it's not working. What the fuck? The doctor said you disturbing your fucking peace. What's wrong with you? They didn't find a cure for you yet, and I hope, I don't wish bad on you, but I hope that you find the right doctor that's truly for you, that actually sees you, not to overlook you, and they don't have to digest you and put something in your digestive system to make you sleepy and overdose you and stuff like that, because that's what you wish on an innocent person that actually knew how to have common sense and they wasn't trying to hurt themselves. No, as the truth of me, you see how people was gonna have a good fucking heart around here, but you did. I gotta go. This type of stuff actually happens. How someone will project spell work on you. Someone will lie on you. Someone will energy harvest off you. Someone will hack your devices and say that you're bugging, that you're crazy, or whatever the case may be. When you truly got potential and you was far from a hater. How they try to discourage you, trying to paint you out to be the villain in their story, or because they got control in this when it came to lack of confidence, self-esteem problems, they had nothing to do with you. Someone looked at you like competition, but you was never part of the race. And we was never part of the Olympics. Hold on one second, they made a mistake. How they try to get you locked up. How they try to put you in a psych ward. You have good days and bad days and misunderstanding days, but one thing that you never try to do is hurt yourself. Everybody in their life dealt with depression. Everybody in some point in their life dealt with anxiety. Everybody in some point in their time dealt with life itself, not knowing balance. I would never sit here and say, you deserve to get locked up, especially when I'm trying to sex about their free will. Or you're not trying to hurt somebody to save them. That's two different categories. That's not the topic I'm talking about. But if you're not doing something in that nature, I wouldn't sit there and say, you need to be incarcerated. You need to go to the psych board. I wouldn't do that to my neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. But we don't all operate the same, because when folks try to suck at your pockets, your mental health, because they got controlling issues with allowing your name to discourage you, or because you know how to respect your neighbor, this type of stuff actually happens, and jealousy and envy and hate is really real. Or because someone truly know how to keep it real. Something that certain folks not used to, somebody being authentic. I wasn't doing it for likes, I was on a cloud chasing. I would die justices and damn sure ain't the same. I ain't have to project pain, we ain't the same. I understood what I've been through, what I overcame. How you did that my past and disrespect me, humiliate me. Only was to hold on 1 second, I understood my worth. Understand I was worthy of standing before myself today. I'm not running from my past, energy is different. That's why God brought me balance today, to understand my self-reflection. The energy is different. That's what happens when individuals look at you like competition. Individuals look at you like a threat. Individuals look at you like you want their spot. You're supposed to be secured about your spot in life. You're supposed to be secured about who you are as a person. And I say that respectfully, because what's for you is for you, and can't nobody take that away from but you. And when God creates a lane for somebody, that's for them. And we all do not attract the same people. That energy is different when it comes to your mind frame. Leave innocent people alone. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Today is currently April 17th, 2025. I'm wrapping this video up at 9:42 p.m. I never try to hurt myself. I never disrespected my neighbor. I never try to hurt my neighbor. I never threatened to hurt my neighbor. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I would never hurt myself. And I do not worship the devil. And I do not play with spoken in a toxic way. I do not energy harvest all people's energy. And I do not destiny swipe with anybody, because God gave me my own blueprint when it comes to having my own authenticity, to be myself. I don't want to be like nobody else. The energy is different. And I don't have to hack my neighbor's devices. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I don't have to pay this person and that person to humiliate somebody, to gang stalk somebody. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Every community is truly not for you, and that's okay. But the right community that's truly for you, they will not project that mind frame. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Peace and respect, so respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. You matter whether don't them you like go. You neighbor, you matter worthy. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. Confidence is good on you today. Yes, you are beautiful. Yes, you are handsome. Yes, you are worthy. Don't give up on yourself because they gave up on you or overlooked you. Or they decided to listen to third-party conversations when it came to you, instead of introducing themselves to you and actually getting to know you for who you are. Always be yourself. Never allow someone to discourage you, because God's showing up for you. And you worship the devil, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. We all don't operate the same. Far from a hater. Misunderstood and loved by you. Far from a hater. What about you? Misunderstood and judged by you. Far from a hater. What about you? No, that's a train of thought for me. I gotta go. Have a good day. Thank you for your time. I'm not aging respect. Have a good evening.